Hi Leos, welcome to your April mid-month love reading. This is Elpis Enlightenment. Welcome, welcome. So let's just go ahead and jump right into your reading and see what's going on. Now, this is mostly for the people that are in a semi-relationship with somebody where their partner has turned kind of cold on them and they just don't know why. Okay, and for you single folk, there is something here, so please stay tuned. Now, the situation, the first card I got was the King of Swords in reverse. This is a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Doesn't have to be, but he's a very cerebral individual, very mental, very logical, and everything is logic based. Now in the reverse, two things that I've got, and we're going to clarify and we'll see what's going to go on there. But the feelings that I was feeling is they're giving you the cold shoulder, or they're not telling you anything. They're just being a total dick right now. Because to me, the King of Swords in reverse is somebody that's being a total jerk. Like downright nasty. Not even being cold. They're just throwing out these snide remarks and just being just totally not cool. Saying things and making you feel a little bit like shit. And that's what the King of Swords in reverse does. His tongue cuts like slices down in the middle, and it hurts when he does. So whoever's dealing with this person, that's what's going on here. Now, what's coming towards you? I have the Fool in reverse. The Fool in reverse talks about, for you single folk, you're not getting out there. I mean, obviously, no one's going anywhere. But this doesn't mean you can't start talking or chatting to people from friends that you have from Insta or Facebook or whatever social platform you got going on. It doesn't even mean that you can't even go on some of those dating apps and just have a little bit of fun and get yourself out there. This overall tells me that, guys, you've been so wrapped up in your friends and your own job that you really haven't even gotten yourself out there. You haven't even thought about it, but you got to. Now, going back, switching gears to my people in this relationship, this tells me that the relationship hasn't moved forward, or is not moving forward from the lack of, I keep hearing lack of, or therefore of suppression. I keep hearing suppression. Somebody feels suppressed. So I don't know if this has something to do with somebody's independence or lack thereof independence. Maybe you're both very independent in your lives and your lifestyles, that this relationship hasn't committed, or why this person is being kind of nasty towards you. They may be seeking more from you because you are doing so well, Leo, individually and independently, that they're feeling the lack thereof. So this is why the relationship right now is not gelling, because it's just kind of not moving. It's not going on to its next journey. Now, what you should be aware of, Page of Swords. Page of Swords just tells me, this is mild arguments. This is fighting. And I know what I can feel right now. I can see. He's like saying some nasty shit to you, but you being a Leo, you're trying to, take everything with a grain of salt and be gracious and be just trying to like soothe and calm the waters. You're not saying anything. You're just taking it in. So there is some mild friction, and that's what this talks about, mild friction. For the single folk, again, it's just another card that says you got to speak up. You got to get yourself out there. If you're peeping somebody, start talking to them. But this could also very well mean somebody's peeping you and somebody's very much interested in you. Going back to my couples again. Your advice, temperance. Things need to be balanced, or you need to balance the scales. Archangel Michael, which is major arcana, usually steps in to help balance the situation. 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth. And usually when I was looking at this card, I was looking at the foot in the water, because water and a stream ebbs and flows. Things come and go. So I know whatever energy is going on within this relationship, they ebb and flow. So it's just a matter of balancing it out and, having a conversation and talking about what's going on. Maybe it's an interesting dynamic that you're dealing with right now, because maybe one of you is stuck at home while the other person is working, or vice versa. It could be something along those lines. But it also could just talk about, because you are put in this like strange dynamic and situation, that one of you might be feeling off and doesn't know how to handle this, because this situation is so unique right now. Now, for outcome, I have the 9 of Swords, which is up at night, anxiety, not being able to sleep over this situation, but justice also fell out with it. in a major relationship, or in a relationship that's, you know, somebody that you've been dating for a while, sometimes this signifies breaking up with somebody. It does. It could sometimes talk about divorce. It could also sometimes talk about the person that you're dealing with could be seeking a lawyer, you could be seeking a lawyer, or there's somebody who works in the legal system. But usually this talks about moving on without this person, because you just can't deal with it anymore. I mean, usually if you're feeling this kind of energy where you're up at night and you can't sleep and you have anxiety and you have stress, you are thinking about taking that sword and just slicing and dicing and moving yourself out of the dynamic, because you just can't deal anymore. Because who wants to be in that state? Nobody. If you're single, again, I don't know if you're stressing over being single, or you haven't met anybody. You haven't met anybody, you haven't done anything, because you've been so independent. You've been so wrapped up in your life that you haven't even put your mind to just actually meeting somebody. And that just only means that, you know, when all this is said and done and we can go back out into like our real life again, or our real world, that you need to put yourself out there. But it also talks about you being vulnerable. Now, that's all I'm going to say about the single folk. You guys could click off at this point right now, or wait to the end where I pull a romantic oracle card. So I'm just going to switch gears and just stick with the couples right now. So the King of Swords in reverse. Universe, angel, spirit guides, why is this here? Please clarify this for my Leo. Sorry, let me do that again. Thank you. Why is the Fool here in reverse, please? Thank you. Page. Why is the Page here? Thank you. The Temperance. Why is the Temperance here? Thank you. Okay, let's get into this. So I said that there's fighting, there's arguments, and he's being just really nasty to you. He's just saying mean things to you, and it's like pretty hurtful, I've got to say. Now, with the Nine of Cups clarifying this person thought this was wish fulfillment, or you thought this was wish fulfillment. Either you or the other person was really happy in this situation, but something's changed in the dynamic where it's really just made things very, very difficult. But also sometimes for me, the 9 represents individuality. I know they say the 9 of Pentacles, oh, is the single card and blah, blah, blah. No, for me, the 9s are all about you, how you feel. And this could very much be telling me maybe somebody in this dynamic, either it's you or that person, is seeking their own individual wish fulfillment. And it's either hurting you, or it's not helping you or the relationship as a cohesive group. Now, the Fool in reverse, where I said it's not moving forward, it's not going back, it's not doing anything. And with the 7 of Cups clarifying this, you're either confused about what to do, or you just have so many options on the table. Again, you're just confused as to what your choices are in the matter. But this is why you're not moving forward. This is also why you feel a little bit stuck. You're confused as to why this is going on in the first place. What you should be aware of. These are the things that are going on, you know, behind the scenes, things you're not aware of. Besides the mild arguing and the fighting and the whatnot, I think he's also, you know, looking to see what you're going to do. You know, how you're going to counter-react, your actions. But with the 6 of Swords in reverse, it also says you're not moving forward. You're not going back or forward. Again, it's another card of saying you're stuck. You're not moving into a better place. If anything, you're just prolonging this issue that keeps looming over your head. And somebody, I'm almost positive at this point, somebody is jealous of somebody's independence here. And it's causing all this friction, and it's causing all this fighting to be going on. Now, your advice was the Temperance. Finding balance and restoring balance. Restoring balance doesn't only mean in the relationship, it means to your own personal health. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, again, it's telling you to take on this energy. Or you need to ground yourself. You could be responsible for a lot of people in this situation that you might not even have time to deal with this one individual. Sorry, they're doing some crazy construction. I can't even believe they're doing construction outside right now with all that's going on. Anyway, But yes, it's telling you that you need to take care of you and nurture you and your responsibilities. You don't got time to be babying this person and this crap that they're throwing in your face at this point in time. Now, let's get to the outcome. Why is Justice here and the Nine of Swords? You know, they definitely got you up at night. Interesting. Okay, so I see what's going on. I did feel there was a level of jealousy, and I know why now. I do have a King of Pentacles here, which is an earth sign individual. He's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But he's also very grounded, very earthly, but he's very money oriented. And he's got his shit together. Like, he knows his business financially, like a whip. And in the upright position, he's got it going on altogether. I don't know, for whatever reason, I pulled this out too, the Emperor. It was laying down, it wasn't flipped up, but I just had the urgency to pick it up. This tells me this person's a businessman and he owns his own company. And if anything, either he depends highly on you for work, or you've started a business or a company with this person. He made you some kind of offer, this guy, this person, this whatever. And your partner is severely jealous of you and your success. Because now I see it clearly here at night. And it's causing friction in your relationship, and it's causing a lot of stress. Now, if that's for most of you Leos. If not, again, this could be you talking to a lawyer. Some of you could be facing divorce and just wanting to go out on your own. But I'm sensing more that this is a jealousy trip because somebody is really successful in this relationship, economically and business-wise. And you just received an offer, a business offer, either to start your own company or to be this person's right-hand man. And it's just not working out with this person. Or unless this is a new person that you are interested in that's coming into your life. Now, one other thing I will say is when I was shuffling your main cards at the bottom of the deck, I did pull the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, now I understand. Overall, this just means luck is turning in your direction. Luck is going your way. And then when I was looking at this, I was like, this kind of doesn't make sense. Like, how lucky could she be if she's fighting and arguing, or he is fighting and arguing with this type of energy going on? It is your personal luck. It is your individual luck, your personal wish fulfillment that's coming through, that this person you're dealing with, or your partner is dealing with, that's kind of envious of what's going on in your life. It's up to you to know whether you can deal with this energy or not. It's not for me to tell you guys. I mean, obviously things could change, but here's what's going on. Now, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, what are the last messages from my Leos? Archangel Michael, Samuel, Raphael, what are the messages for Leos? Thank you. I'll just put one more card. My single people. Okay. Yeah, so I have expressed your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And I think you haven't been, or they haven't been, or something's been going on, and this is why this person has been a little bit jerky or nasty to you. It's not like they're ghosting you or ignoring you. They're really actually doing the opposite. They're just being a total dick towards you. And I think there's a lot of jealousy involved here. So I think you need to just reaffirm the love that you have with this person, or express this person. Now, I also have wedding. The situation involves marriage. So you could be married, or you could be talking about marriage, but I'm honestly feeling for this card, it could have been leading up to marriage, and now you're either, I'm also hearing like shit or get off the pot kind of scenario or situation, or some of you are married and wanting to get out of this marriage. If not, I feel as if I was on the scale of a seesaw, I'm on the negative side of the reading of this card, not the positive side. I just feel as if that marriage might be on the table, and that all this friction is going on because of it. Getting to know each other and calling in your soulmate. This is what I got for the singles. So singles, it's again getting to know each other. It's what I was telling you before. DM or PM somebody you had a crush on, or somebody you like, or somebody you're interested in. What else else are you going to do? What do you care? Nothing to lose, right? And calling in your soulmate. So this also goes for both of you, single and you coupled. I don't know what this dynamic is that I see over here, because it's going to be interesting for me to see what goes on in May and moving forward for you, Leo, because I do have this King of Pentacles that came in your overall outcome. So I don't know if you're thinking about leaving somebody and going with someone else, or this person that you work with might be, you know, somebody that's like your soulmate that's coming into your life. Now, mind you, soulmates come in very different packages. They don't always have to be our romantic partner. They could be our working partner. They could be a brother or a sister. We get a dozen in a lifetime. It's not to be confused with your twin flame. Of course, please go and Google that and see the differences between the two. But I do see a soulmate coming in, even for you coupled up people and your single people, unless this is who you think is your soulmate and that you need to work it out. You need to get to know each other a little bit better and what this dynamic is going on. Overall, for both of you, express your love. Okay, Leo, I'll see you in May. Bye-bye.